Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the VOR Silverstone Grand Prix. As you can see, it's raining a lot, but I've just heard that the race is going to be dry. It's going to be very interesting. Today I'm alone. Alex is currently celebrating his brother's birthday, so congrats to Alex's brother. And in the meantime, we're going to do it all alone. Should be fine. I mean, it's Silverstone. What can go wrong? It's one of the most notoriously, famously, and most exciting Grand Prix of the year. And, well, we'll just go into qualifying as I think it's Bobas. No, definitely not. Is it Ducks? No, it's definitely not Ducks. Then it's Titch leading the field to set its first qualifying lap. Currently on an out lap, and I see Bean X, his first race as a full-time driver, as I think Cameron just spun. Cameron just spun right there. Bean X, first race as a full-time driver with a very good-looking helmet. Already has some fans. I see he's driving with number 66. Please remove that because that's my number. But 66 does look good on the AlphaTauri. Let's go on board with Tidge again because he's just about to start his lap on those wet tires. It's absolutely pouring down here at Silverstone so far. Oh, and the record is one corner then. Persegili, not Persegili, Duxie B currently the first car, or is that, oh, Duxie B almost loses it as well. We have both AlphaTauris on an outlap, so I don't think, oh, and Dux retired off the session. That's not good. It's not good. Bobas. There we have him. Where's Dux? So Dux is already in the wall there, and that's qualifying over for him. So most likely Dux is going to start from P17 or lower when more people join during quali. Let's go on board with Duxie B again. So as you can see, very treacherous conditions down here in England. It's going to spice up the field a little bit because we'll see some of the drivers who tend to try a little more, as Duxie out of, I think it's Chapel, almost loses it, but he managed to keep it on track. It is not going to be good for his time at all, but in the rain you never know. Behind him we have both Red Bulls, who are, as Stitch sets the fastest lap of 1:46, but there's a small moment in there and Duxie B spins in the second to last corner. That's not going to be good at all. Corky behind him going through the final corner has an invalidated lap time, so let's go on board with Bobas just behind him. Bobas is going to be the first to set a serious timed lap. Let's see what he does on the intermediates. He goes 1:38.8. Duxie B goes third fastest. Behind him we have Cameron, just starts his lap. I think it's Jan de Bemmers then. Yep, Jan de Bemmers also on the intermediates, first with 1:37.9. Let's get the tires up and different lap data. Leader, yep. Ryan Kennedy just went third fastest, and we see, I think it's half. No, it was Bean on the wet tires going third. And then we have Sebi on an outlap. Behind him is, I think it's Mr. Mouse. Yes, it is. Invalidate lap time. Persegili, invalidate lap time. Stelios is on an outlap. Nahas is behind him. It's Ernie. Invalidate lap time. Titch Invalidated lap time. And dog, invalidated lap time. Okay, let's go on board with dog then. I think I said dog for half just now, but this is the real dog on those intermediate tires. He's looking for redemption, got a penalty last time out, so that kind of damaged his championship hopes. But we'll look what he's going to do today. Don't count him out just yet. Last time out he did start from the back of the field behind his teammate. He goes P2, even though his teammate held him up a little bit. There's yellow in sector 2. I think that's Stelios. Yes it is. Let's go with, is that Yellow Bemmers again? Yes it is. Is he going to improve? Yes, with more than half a second to a 37.2. Then we have Renyas. Across the line he goes into P7. Persegili, no. Duxie B with a serious lap time. Still too slow. I see Bean going over the line again. Probably starting his lap. Sebi next across the line. And I think Mr. Mouse is behind him. Goes P4. Mr. Mouse into P2. What a lap. And Persegili just thought, no, I can do way better than you, and went fastest with 2/10 in between him and Yellow Bammers. Next up is Ernie Shackleton across the line. He starts his lap. Stelios then? Yep, goes P12, not bad. Titch next across the line. Welcome dear Roosty, I hope you're going to enjoy this because the race is going to be dry. I've just won P7. It's interesting to see how some of the drivers opt for the wet tires, like Corky and Titch, but the intermediate clearly is the fastest tire here. As I think Yellow Bammers, no, it's Bobaz, his teammate, goes across the line into P4. Yellow Bammers probably going into the box as well. Renyas, is he going into the box? No, he's carrying on those wet tires. So he stays loyal to them. Are the wets going to be loyal to him? Across the final corner, he doesn't have any fuel left anymore. He goes P12. He improves, but not by position. Thank you for the water droplets. Sebi is improving with 7/10. What does it bring him? P3. Titch. No, it's Mr. Mouse who improved again to a 137.2. Oh, and he spins it out of turn 1. No, there's no co-commentator. Alex is celebrating his brother's birthday, so I have to do it all by myself. I mean, if they can do it on Dutch national television, so can I. Stelios, ooh, as we go on board with Stelios, and he manages to keep it. No, he doesn't. He almost managed to keep it out of the wall, but he didn't. Let's see, there's a Ferrari. Is that Renyas again? No, it isn't. It is Cameron, but he's on an outlap. Ryan Kennedy is on an outlap. Renyas is going slow behind him. Sebi doesn't look like he's on a hot lap. Stelios is having some trouble in the corners without their front wing. Looks like Sebi's pushing here. Let's see what he does. He's on the intermediate tires. Can he improve? Can he challenge Persegili for that pole position? Ryan Kennedy goes out of the way and Sebi boxes. Duxby also going into the box. Renyas was going slow. I think that's Mr. Mouse again. Yes, it is. He has an invalidated lap time. We still have 7 minutes left. I can't even drive Silverstone dry. What's gotta be crazy? Do they have assist restrictions in sport? No, they don't. It's, well, actually, just a few. Just like in club, they only are restricted with pit assists, so you can't use a pit release assist and pit limiter assist, I think it is. As Ernie Shackleton goes across the line again without a lap time, even though he's on 4 lap old wet tires. But no, they don't have any restrictions, but I do know that as Cameron, Stelios gets a 5 place grid penalty for severe collision with Cameron. Can we get a view of that? Is it half? No, it's been. That's a very interesting spot. I think we're going to see that in the appeals channel, because it looks like they collided just before the entry of the pits, and Stelios sideswiped into Cameron. So Cameron is going to start last, it seems, as Alabama's is just starting his lap time. Dog behind him, I think, or is it Corky? Yep, it's Dog. Ryan Kennedy, yep, Ryan Kennedy on a lap. But assist restrictions are similar to Club, but I do know that a lot of these guys are running without any assists. Persegili, I think, is the entire top 3 is running without assists. Ryan Kennedy uses, I think, ABS, but I'm not sure. Can we see that hit? Well, wasn't that hard on the brakes, but at least 50% of the sport grid is running without assists. But they are allowed to if they want. Let's see, Ernie Shackleton, is he going to settle up? Yes, he does. 3 seconds off the pace on 5 lap all hards, but he's still carrying on and still going for it. Even though I think he's running in standard ERS. Corky? Is that Corky? Yes, he is. From P14, he's improving by 2 seconds, and he just goes second. Not even 1/7 between Persegili and Corky. Corky, of course, being last season's club champion. Very impressive stuff from him so far, and it looks like he's at home in those wet conditions. The Alabama's next across the line, also improving. Is he going for pole? Yes, he goes to a 156.8. Next up, Dog, also improving, but is it enough? No, it isn't. He almost half a second off the pace there. There's a yellow in sector 3, it looks like. Is that Persegili? Is Persegili improving? Yes, he is, but is it enough? Oh, this is so close. And that in wet conditions, you don't see that too often. Duxie is also, Rangers is also an outlap. Sebi, nope, that's not Sebi, it's Mr. Mouse. It's his teammate, Titch, across the line. Oh, looks like an invalidated lap time. Doesn't matter, we'll get him next time. Bean X is on an outlap as well. Half is in the pits. Is that Dog then? No, it's his teammate Corky, but Corky is going into the box. Alabama's Bobas. Let's stay on board with Bobas through the final corners. All no assist would be interesting. Yes, we had a survey just a few months ago. I don't know if you also participated in that, but there was some small interest in a no assists tier, as Bobas improves but not enough. There was some small interest, but unfortunately not enough to have a single functioning tier without assists, as Alabama's goes P1 with 136.7. That's impressive. Dog, invalidated lap time. Persegili, invalidated lap time. City. So even if we put together a tier with both club and sport drivers, we still would have about 7 drivers, and that's not enough to have fun races. Let's see, Sebi goes to P6, Renyes next across the line behind him. is an Alpine, but I don't know if that's on a lap. Rangers goes P11. Is that Mr. Mouse? No, it isn't. It is his teammate Tidge. Surprisingly, in P15. Tidge in P15 means that he's running a very dry focused setup, and we know from Tidge that he is well, he isn't afraid to do some overtaking. Silverstone is a hard track to overtake because you have a lot of DRS zones and the corners aren't very hard on the brakes except for a few of them. So it is a harder track to overtake than Austria, but it's Tidge, so it wouldn't surprise me. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left as Jan de Bemmers comes through the final corners, again improving. Let's see if he does. Yes, he does, by quite a margin, by 0.4 of a second. He's fairly in front of the pack. So we'll see how he will manage in the race. It could be possible that he's running a high downforce setup to cope with the wet conditions, but you never know. Is that Persigili? Yes, it is. Persigili just behind the other Banners. 17 thousandths of a second as Sebi goes third. Now we have Tidge. No, we have Mario? Yeah, Mario just joined in quali probably because he's running a Latifi helmet. Dog retired in the pits, I think. Yeah, he does. Persigili, Duxy B went 13 fastest. Corky on an outlap. Then we have the two AlphaTauris, half club driver in general, but likes to drive as much as possible. That's why he's here. Let's see what he does. P10. Beanex just overtook his teammate into P10. So half is down in P11. Yaldabamas is going very slow here. Bobas invalidated lap time. I see a wild Ryan Kennedy closing in on Yaldabamas there. Behind him we have an Alfa Romeo, probably from Persigili. Yes, it is Persigili. Mr. Mouse has finished. P6 it is for him. But let's say Ryan Kennedy improving by 0.6 of a second. That puts him in P5 at the moment. Let's see if he can improve in the final sector here through the final corners. He goes. Does look clean. I hear some tires locking up, so Ryan Kennedy is definitely not using ABS. Camera is a bit weird, so let's stay on ball as he goes into P4. Persigili goes into the box, so let's go. But with Sebi, who has a huge moment, but it did cost him his last lap. Tidge, or is Mario? It's Mario across the line. His one and only lap goes across the line with no time. Tidge next goes P3. Remember that a few minutes ago he was in P15. Duxby goes P11. Corky next across the line stays P6. Impressive qualifying from him. And I think Bean goes into the box. His teammate Hef also goes into the box, and that leaves us with Bobas. Is he on the lap? I think he is. Yep. Bobas is still on the lap. Can he improve here? No, don't think it's too much. I don't think it's enough. Let's see. Nope. So that concludes qualifying. A wet qualifying. A very wet qualifying. It was an absolute monsoon, but in the end, as you can see, everyone opted for the intermediate tires as conditions improved. Still, even though it's wet, it was pretty close at the top with Jan de Bemmers. 136. 136.3, as you can see. Jan de Bemmers is pretty hyped. His home Grand Prix in a British car on a British circuit. What more do you want? Let's see if he can live up to the challenge and bring or turn the pole into a victory as we wait for half, who is just as we went to have. He retired. So that rounds up qualifying for you. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, Stelios has a 5-place grid penalty with because of a severe collision with Cameron, who has a time, and Dux and Mario doing the Williams name justice, starting in P16 and P17. Dux, of course, crashed, I think, on his first lap in qualifying, and Mario joined later, so he didn't have much time to try and set a hot lap. I see Keegan has joined the chat. Alpine for the win, and Bean. How was the last race? Sadly missed it. Was fun. Alpine FTW. Let's go. Keegan, no Alpine. The last race, the club race, of course. I mean, was not too spectacular, if I have to believe Yaldabamas, the clubcaster. Haven't watched it myself. My personal race wasn't that great. But let's not talk about that too much, because we have some faster guys here right in front of us who are much better than I am. So let's just look at their race. I know, but I cheer for my team and you. That's a loyal fan right there. Let's go to the grid. Still waiting for the players, even though, okay, we're there. Still can't do anything. Oh, there we are. Let's enable everything first. Tires. Free tire choice, of course. We had a wet qualifying, so you can't start on the selected tire. So everyone can choose their strategy, and hopefully that's going to create an interesting race, because you can see right from the bat that the entire top 10 is on different tires. Let's put that to interval detail tire. Yes, and let's run through the grid. In P1 we have Yaldabamas with his helmet change. Of course, his favorite helmet. He cried a little when the camel helmet disappeared for 2 weeks, and now he has it again. Changed it from lime green to pink because of the gloves, apparently. Don't look at me. But in P1, a Brit on a British track in a British car. In P2, we have Persegili on the soft tires. In P3, we have Titch on those medium tires. Look out for him. He's hungry and he wants to win. In P4 we have Ryan Kennedy. In P5 also on the medium tires we have Sebi. In P6 we have season 3 club champion Corky in front of his teammate, surprisingly. In P7 we have Mr. Mouse on the medium tires. In P8 we have Dog, the teammate of Corky. It is possible that he opted for a dry downforce setup, so there could be a reason why he's behind his teammate, but we don't know. Let's see what he does in this race. In P9 you have Bobaz on the soft tires. In P10 we have newcomer Bean in the AlphaTauri. Hold up, is that correct? I think it is, but I don't think he's supposed to be in oh no, he's not a full-time driver, never mind, he's a reserve. Anyway, in P12 DuxCB. In P12 P11 I meant. In P12 we have Haf. In P13 we have Ranyas. In P14 we have Ernie Shackleton, who's inside of Mario. In P15 we have Dux. In P16 then we have Mario. P17 we have Cameron. In P18 we have Stelios after a 5-place grid penalty. And P19 we have Frederick. Let's go back to Yaldabamas to to see this race getting started. Can I get a good angle, please? Yeah, thank you very much. It's 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they are out, and away we go. Yaldabamas has a decent start. Persegili has a good start as well. Titch looking on the inside there. Let's look from Ryan Kennedy's car. Mr. Mouse already battling with Sebi. Let's look up a different camera. Everything is going great. 2, 3, 4 wide into the end of sector 1 onto the straight. So far so good. And Jadde Bemes is already 7/10 up on Persegili, which is quite impressive. Titch looking on the rear box of Persegili there. Ryan Kennedy staying close, but he needs to. He's on the softer tires, so he needs to get past Titch as soon as possible so he can start and hunt on Persegili. Are people taking the white line here? Yes, they are. In 2021 you can take a white line through there, but it didn't bring Mr. Mouse justice because he's just passed by Dog, who is now looking at the gearbox of his teammate. Corky looking very feisty there behind Ryan Kennedy, and there's already I'm sorry, there's already a yellow flag. It's Ernie Shackleton on those medium tires. And Corky, is he going for a move? Let's see. Oh, what a move down the outside. But Ryan Kennedy isn't giving up just yet. It's going to be very tight, but they managed to keep it clean. Mr. Mouse is down into P8 now. Not going very well, but the intervals are also a bit screwed up. Let's go. Oh, and Bobes is around. Oh no, in the home Grand Prix of his team. Bobes is now in last place, and it looks like he has overheated tires as well. And that's Mario spinning. So he doesn't have a head, which is interesting. Weight reduction, I guess. Let's go to P11. I see some arrows there. Beam P1, Alpine 2, 2 and 3. Let's do this. Yes. Let's get the position changes up. Position. Yep. So the entire top 4 is still in the same position. And Stelios is already redeemed his grid penalty of 5 places. Currently behind Half as we get the predicted pit stop strategy. Is Stelios going for a move down here on Half? Looks like it. On the inside he goes. On the softer tires. Nice and clean. And Half slots down behind him in P13. Jadde Bemes and Persegili trading fastest laps here. And Feig is Titch is falling back a little bit, but not too much. As long as he can keep Ryan Kennedy in his mirrors, it's all fine. Cameron and Half now battling, it seems. Let's see if Cameron can do an overtake on Half here and get the tires back up. Yep. As Reynolds and Mario both go into the box, Reynolds opts for the hard tires and Mario opts for the medium tires here. I don't think you can actually end the race on those hard tires because it's a very high deck circuit. But we'll see, maybe he manages to keep it until the end of the race. Let's go on board with Bean, currently behind Sebi. Sebi taking a white line through there. Gives him a better exit out of this corner, but is it enough to keep Bean behind him as Half gets the first penalty of the race? And Cameron is also very close on Half, and that's an overtake. And that's the second time Half gets passed in this corner as Frederick loses it. And we just touched the wall. That's a reset to track. I'm curious if someone is going to appeal that, because if you get appealed for that, that's a penalty that you do not want. Anyway, let's go on board with one of the top runners. No, not Bobes. Corky. Corky, like I said, club champion, had a very impressive start of the season. And currently looking very competitive in the top 5. So I don't know what he drank, but I want some of it because I'm definitely not as good as Kolke at the moment. Last week, of course, it was Alex and I were quite a fan of Kolke because he also had a very good race. Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster actually. He had very good pace, but a lot of bad luck, which saw him falling down the order, but then getting a lot of position back. And apparently, he said he was going to do his best this time around. So I'm expecting Kolke to be at least on the podium today. Stelios does an overtake on Dux, but I think it's the other way around because Dux is closer right. Oh, Stelios looking for move on Bean as well, but it's too small here, so not gonna work. Sebi also close on Mr. Mouse. Too fast reset. Yeah, that was a pretty fast reset. I'd say. I can't do it, but I wouldn't do it because it's against the rules. But you know who reads the rules these days. Let's see. Can Sebi go for a move on Mr. Mouse, or can Mr. Mouse go for a move on Duxie? I think he's going a bit wide there. Is it enough to fend off Duxie? Duxie now on the outside of Club. But it didn't work. Now Sebi is getting close on Duxie, but Duxie's again gaining on Mr. Mouse. Is this going to be Hamilton Verstappen? No, it isn't. Duxie backed out of it, and he gets a 3-second time penalty. He must be fuming inside of the Finnish cockpit of his. Maybe it's the snow that has fallen, so he wants to do big stuff. Finnish people like their snow. That's all I can say. Duxie on the inside of Mr. Mouse now, and that's going to be a spin. Is that going to be a D? Oh my god! This is Jeff. Are you okay? There was a heavy crash. As you can see, it lifted the entire car of Duxie out of the ground. And it looks like it's a similar angle. Oh, never mind. That's a full safety car. And that means that we already have one more safety car than in Club. And I think that gives an opportunity to Ernie Shackleton. Because the safety... no, actually it doesn't. Because the safety car isn't out already. But... oh, well it is. Well, that's weird. Why didn't it catch up Yaldabamas? Because he was behind the safety car at first. Basically what you need to do is just pit. Ernie Shackleton goes to the hard tires. Rennes on the hard tires obviously didn't pit. Mario as well. But Ernie Shackleton looks like he also has a front wing change. Because that's he's staying in the pit for very long. Persegili pretty close to Yaldabamas. And let's see what Yaldabamas is going to do. Is he going into the box? Cameron gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Yaldabamas goes at the last second into the box. Tidge, of course, is carrying on. Kolke going into the box. Ryan Kennedy into the box. Dog on the medium size stays out. Persegili gets a 5-second time penalty. Basically every soft runner is pitting, but every medium runner is carrying on. And Stelios gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision. Again, with the same person. Cameron. He must be fuming. Also gets double stacked here, as you can see. Fix your game, Cody's, because it's not that slow in real life. So almost the entire field is now on medium tires, and this is also the first time that you can see the Aston Martin leading the field. What a beautiful car it is. Just keep this as the safety car next year and bin that ugly Mercedes. What a beautiful car. Can we see it up close? Yeah, look at the rear lights, the brake lights of the Aston Martin. It's just so great. You can't see it right now because it's sunny, but the effect it has, it's so great. So if Titch can just go a little closer, thank you very much. You can see, because the rear lights are laid up on that rear spoiler, the original one, not the rear wing above it. It gets this great effect where the lights are flashing on the outside, then the inside, then the outside. It's so good to see. I really love the Aston Martin look. But Titch probably wants to carry on. Mr. Mouse has left the session. Let's give him an invite because he wants to drive, I think. At least I imagine him wanting to drive. So almost the entire field is now medium tires, except for Frederick, Cameron, Ranyes, and Ernie Shackleton. This is a very good view to see those oh, it looks so good. Those brake lights flashing left and right. I'm a fan. Shame you don't see these cars too often in real life. But that's probably what makes them so special. In a way. Also, past leader Yelda Bammers is currently in P8. On fresh tires, so he doesn't have to box again. Little bit of lag. Maybe Mr. Mouse has joined back. And Dan, yes, you guys going slow. That's because there's a safety car. Titch be like Hamilton that he has to speed up. At least that's what it looks like to me. It's going to be interesting to see how these medium runners can fight the guys who just want to the true fresh mediums. I think the mediums last about 16 laps, if I'm not mistaken. So they should be fine for now, but they are going to wear off in about, what is it, 4-5 laps. And then it's Yelda Bammers, Ryan Kennedy. We're going to take advantage of that. So what these guys need to have is another safety car in about 5 to 6 laps. And it looks like it's still staying out, otherwise it would have said that it's going in. Probably because Mario decided to pit for the medium tires. Let's see the position changes through the field. Dux has won 9 positions, that's quite a lot. And because it's still a safety car for another lap, I'm going to get a drink real quick and be back before the end of this. Hello and welcome back. or at least I'm back. A half race safety car, yes. So far we have 4 laps under the safety car conditions. But who minds? I mean, it's Aston Martin leading this, so I couldn't really think of a better scenario. But it is going right now, probably. Yes, safety car in this lap as the lights go off. So, detail, position change, tires, yep. Interval, yep. Let's see from Mr. Mouse's view what Dog is going to do. We know these two came together last time out and Dog got a penalty for it. So let's see what Titch is going to do. Is going to back up the field quite a lot, and Dog is still weaving. Titch is still weaving and also waiting. Ryan Kennedy gets a 5-second time penalty, and it looks like Tyke is still Titch is still waiting. Dog is right on the back of him, and Titch is still waiting, and there he goes. Dog was not waiting at all and is very close to Titch. Corky already in P10. Ernie Shackleton bit down the order, but Dog not having any of it. Jan Bemmers in the half going at it. Persegili has spun. That's unfortunate. Started out in P2, so looks like he can still carry on. Half as well has spun. Oh, Ducks, my man. Like, keep your front wing clean because you need that on the inside of Bean. It wasn't enough. But he did take a look if he could. Now the other Bammers on the outside of Ducks into Cops. Ooh, that was very close. Ducks taking the white line there. Into Maggots, into Vackhets, into Chapel. Nope. No overtake here. But it looks like he's the faster guy out of here with the overtake. Takes a wider exit so he can take advantage of the momentum. Ryan Kennedy in his slipstream, also looking for an overtake, but not enough. Then we have the final corners. Bobas also very close on Frederick, but not enough. Ooh, but it is enough for the final corner. Oh, he pushes him wide, but he managed to keep it clean, I think. Not sure. Now the field is a bit spread out. Jan Bemmers on the inside of Bean. It's not really a place to overtake, but he tried it. Oh, that's Bean. That's Bean down the order. Bean just spun. If it's because of Jan Bemmers, I do not know, but it happened beside him. So maybe we'll see something from that. Persegili in the box, going for a new set of medium tires, new front wing as well. Alfa Romeo not going good in the Silverstone Grand Prix with 1 DNF, and I think it was P15. And now in P17 and a DNF. So maybe Persegili can make wonders, but we'll see. Oh, Ryan Stelios is going very slow here. Gets past left and right. Titch has left the session. That's not good at all. Titch, where are you? Uh-oh. Dog maybe is going to capitalize on Titch not being here, because now we can basically drive through him and take the lead. But so far it looks like his AI is still fast enough, and there he goes. So Alpine currently in 2 and 3rd, with Mr. Mouse being in 3rd, of course, behind his teammate Titch, who is ghosted. Pretty impressive Grand Prix for Mr. Mouse, by the way. I think he has practiced for the first time in his life. That might be the case. We don't know. Anyway, let's see if the AI of Titch is going. Oh, Titch is back. He's back, lads. Hopefully, is Miss Mouse going for a move on Titch? Nope. Hopefully this gives us a good battle to watch, because if you do not know, last time out in Austria, these guys came together in, I think it was 2 corners actually, in turn 1, and then in turn 5. Anyway, it got a little heated between those two, so if Netflix was documenting VOR, that would be a single episode just on the 2 of those. Dog is going very defensive here, going across the track. There's a yellow, it's Renyas, I think. Yep. And Jan Bemes is closing in on Sebi, his former teammate. But so far, not enough. Sebi, of course, being on 12 level mediums, Jan Bemes being on 5 level mediums. He already passed Dux. And Dux gets a penalty. Mr. Mouse going wide in the distance. Frederick also catching up to Mario as Persigili sets the fastest lap time of a 1:29.3. And Yaldabam is now in the slipstream of Sebi. DRS and overtake both activated. Is he going for a move down the inside? He takes a look. Oh, that's close, that's close. Sebi defending hard on the outside. Now Yaldabam is on the outside, but on the inside of the next corner, that's a terrible camera angle, but he managed to keep it, and he overtook Sebi in the last few corners, so that was an impressive overtake from Yaldabamas, as Bean gets overtaken by Ernie Shackleton through the final corner. And now Dux is in the gearbox of Sebi. Dux also on 13 level medium tires. So no real advantages there. But Dux is making a habit of being so close to the guy in front. It's always getting me frightened, because you never know when the guy in front is going to brake or get a leg spike or anything, and it's basically your front end gone then. But it's basically the closest battle out on track at the moment. Dux on Sebi. Is he going to be able to overtake him here? I think this is the Hanger Straight, not sure. Or the Hamilton Straight. I don't know. But he had about 1 meters too short of track to try and make an overtake here. Goes very wide because Ryan Kennedy is looking for an overtake on Dux. Oh, oh no! It's Mr. Mouse out! No way! And that must be a safety car. Yes, that's a safety car. he's right on the middle of the finishing straight, and what was a good Grand Prix turned out to be a crash. Haf and Renyas taking advantage of it, going into the box. Are they going to the medium tires? Both? Yep, they are. No! Haf is going to the softs. It is possible to take them to the end. Isn't recommended because it's not that great. But interesting tactics from Haf. Maybe if there's another safety car, you can go to another set of soft tires and capitalize on that. But
Hello.
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 The man himself.
Here I am.
What happened?
I lost the rear on the last corner. I had a bad exit, wanted to like make up for it by going early on the overtake, and that made me spin.
that's very unfortunate because you were having a good Grand Prix.
Yeah, but like it was a big train. Like I still had to stop.
Yeah, but yeah, you you caused the safety car, and Titch's game just crashed again. But luckily, his AI decided to go into the box for him, so that's a good thing because he needed to box anyway. I'm wondering if his AI is going on the medium, on the soft mediums, or on the hards. Let's see what they do
Ooh,
on the soft
pretty
tires.
interesting. Pretty interestingly, Yeltny is also winning. So he wants the fresh softs. He doesn't want track position.
I mean, you could say a thing or two about that, but Titch managed to overtake Dog just before the safety car. We missed that because he was, of course, in P2 because of the game crash. I think he's back now. Yes, he is. So so far he hasn't got any big issues because of it, but not great whatsoever. Corky now leading.
Yeah.
Mario in P2 from starting from I think it was P17, and
Yeah, all the way from the back.
Bobas in P3, and interestingly enough, Ernie Shackleton on the hard tires in P4.
Yep.
So could you take us through the start of the race from a driver's perspective?
It was overall a pretty clean start, I think. Like, not much shenanigans into turn 1, 2. It was, yeah, I think it was surprisingly clean. Normally on Silverstone you have like people going wide or braking for turn 1 that catches people out, but it was like, for at least the first half that I could see, was pretty clean.
Okay, that's good to hear because well, it was clean. Don't get me wrong, but there were some wheel bangers in the back of the field. Also, I don't think you've seen it up close, but the Aston Martin. What do you think of it?
I was in P3, so I was pretty close to it, but it looks decent. I like it.
I really love the look of the Aston Martin, especially
Yeah.
the rear lights. I think I actually
Yep.
told you at the beginning of the real life season how good those flashing lights look on the Aston Martin.
Yep. It is great.
So also for the guys in chat, Mr. Mouse just joined in case you were wondering. Mr. Mouse being one of the admins, of course, and part-time caster.
Part-time caster. Like I'm I'm a sport driver, but I always crash out. So part-time caster.
Anyway, Stelios was in voice chat, right?
Yeah, he was. He was.
What was he? What did he say about him crashing into Cameron twice?
His pedals, like as soon as he went to like 20% pedal input, his
Yeah.
pedals would spike up and down, like full to none, like a few times before it went back to normal. So like he was trying to fix it and restarting the game, and like that was what he said also caused why he just like hit Cameron.
In qualifying or also in the race?
The qualifying. In the
Okay.
race, I haven't heard him about it, but I'm not sure if he still has the issue since he's so far back, probably.
Well, it happened at the first safety car that everyone went into the pits, and then he got a penalty going into the back of Cameron. So might be an issue there as well. Anyway, I think the safety car is going in this lap.
Yep.
At the end of this corner, it will probably dim its lights, and it will say safety car in this lap. Corky leading. I think this is surprisingly enough not the first time actually.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
he did.
see if he does the same as Stitch.
I think yeah,
It
he
went really
leaded
great.
in Austria as well. So I see Frederick binned it because he's all the way down in P15. But last time out, Corky stayed kept driving slow until the start-finish line. Is he going to do the same here? Is he going to do the same as Stitch? Or is he going to do something completely different? We'll see right here. As Corky goes out of the second to the last corner, Mario was not looking very close, but Titch is, because he's already besides Ernie Shackleton. Through the first corner he goes. And what an overtake it was. Now Dog also on Ernie Shackleton. Yaldabam is also looking for an overtake in turn 3. Turn 4 it is then. Yes it is. What an awful camera angle. Now Sebi also looking on the inside of Ernie Shackleton. Ernie Shackleton still side by side, went a bit wide, doesn't matter. And again, a horrible camera angle. Let's go over Ryan Kennedy. We can see it up here. Ryan Kennedy also going up on Ernie Shackleton. Ernie Shackleton
falling down.
getting done left and right on those hard tires, and he is in. Oh, he spun exactly where Vettel did it. But Ernie Shackleton now in P14 and not having the best of races here. Ryan Kennedy gets a 3-second time penalty. Drinking rule for today is talking about when you were at Silverstone.
Side by side.
Hold up, what?
Where? Side by side. Yes. Oh my god, it was so close.
What did I miss? Also, Bobas gets done by Titch. Titch up to P3.
Oop, Bina Stelios and Persegili. Oh, this is 4 wide. Almost. Alright, pretty clean, pretty clean.
Oh, still going side by side. Let's look from Persegili's point of view.
Yeah, from them just right up the block. Is he gonna do a move?
I haven't seen one up here just yet, but you never know. Dog also. Yeah, Bobas is on the old medium tires here, so maybe, just maybe, he's a bit slow.
Dog is gonna make a move, definitely.
I mean, he has to if he wants to catch up to Titch. He waits, but it gives Jan Wemmers the opportunity to try and do an overtake down here. Oh, he does.
That's good.
What a move from the Brit. Dog falling back. Is Jan Wemmers fast enough to do a move on his teammate here? Not just yet.
He is looking in cops.
Is Bobas going to defend against his teammate? That's another question. So far, he's not helping him at all.
He's coming side by side through the S's again. What a mad lad. Second time he tries it.
Digital Mario now. I think all teammates as well. Now, Yaldabamas on the inside of Bobas. Bobas gives the space. And Yaldabamas now up into P4. But the overtake we're looking for is Titch on Corky. Corky obviously is not going to make it easy for him because he's the teammate of Dog, and Dog is of course the main rival of Titch.
Yep.
Persegili, another 3-second time penalty. But I wonder if before
Dog side by side with Bobas.
I wonder if I missed a lot of battles. Now that you are here and screaming, oh, side by side, side by side. Or it just happens now. let's hope it just happens now and I caught every battle before you joined. Frederick now sending the fastest lap on soft tires. What a coincidence. Stelios, is he going to do a Hamilton? No! But he doesn't have a good cops either. Does that give Persegili a chance? No, it doesn't. And now that I'm looking at this group, they're not going side by side.
No, like it's the first time.
Oh no, Stelios! Oh, that's a DNF. Is that a safety car? I think it should be a safety car. And it is!
Yep, it is, it is.
A full safety car. Is Mario just missed the pits. But Bobas is going into the box. Bobas is going into the box. But they kiss him P13, I think. Oh no, Renyes is also going into the box, so is Persegili, so it gives him P11, I think. No, P10, because Ernie is also going into the box. Corky and Mario, what would you do if you were Corky?
Stay out.
Stay
Just
out?
stay out. Like if he's boxed up behind the safety car now, so if he stops, he's lost. And he has like 3 or 4 laps. Better just stay on the old mediums and like defend like a mad lap. Try to like get a top 5 out of there. Because like on new softs versus other guys who also are on the softs, fresh softs, like he has to come from P13 probably.
Remember that we only have 5 laps left, and probably after the safety car only 3.
Exactly. Just stay out, defend.
Defend
Like
like a mad lad.
yeah, and like the lucky thing for Corky can be like Mario. Mario's in the same situation, so if he can hold up like Jelton Bemis and Dark a bit, then like he might only lose 1 position to Titch. If he's lucky.
That's a fair point. Keegan in chat now saying, "Oh, I will hope I'm going to see Glory Alpine today."
Oh, it's looking good.
Well, Titch is the favorite for the win, obviously.
Yep.
And we have a half fan here. I think he's in P12. No. Where is he?
Have?
Yeah, P8.
Yeah. He's having a good race. You see, having or
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's his teammate. Captain Caps Lock then, I think. Yeah, that's Captain Caps Lock is half his teammate. And Titch has left the session again. That's the third time I'm inviting him to the lobby. But to be fair, he couldn't get it at a better opportunity.
Yeah.
Behind the safety car in P2. But that's the third time that his game decided to crash.
Yeah, that's really unlucky.
But Dog, or I should say Jeldebamus, down in P4. His home race. Do you think he will make it to the win?
To the win will be hard, but it's definitely possible. Like he should be way faster than Corky and Mario, and if like Titch is a bit stuck behind Corky, he might just do an opportunistic move like he did on Dark.
I mean, it is his home Grand Prix, so it's
Yeah.
he wants to do. Oh, Titch!
Oh,
don't do this, man! Don't do this.
I hope for him it's not in this lap.
Oh, and he has joined again. Let me just send him another one just in case.
Because like when I was rejoined, my tire temperatures were 60 degrees. So like he really needs another lap after this to heat his tires. Otherwise he will be really struggling at the restart.
I don't know, but the safety car is heading towards the end of Sector 2. And I think it's going in this lap.
I think too. We will see after the S's.
Titch is back.
The question
looks like it.
The question is, will Corky do the same? Will he go late again?
I don't know. And the safety car is in this lap a little later than usual, but not too much. So, after this lap, we still have 4 laps of racing.
Yes. Will be crazy.
It's going to be carnage. This is basically the sprint format, how it should be.
Yep. I will put my camera on Bean because I know he will put it side by side in the S's again. And I want to see that again.
I'm watching Titch. Corky is going fast for going slow, but it looks like he's slowly... Yep, there he goes. He slowly moved into race speed, and that caught Titch off guard. Jeldebamus, however, is pretty close on Mario. And I think everyone is a bit spread out. Jeldebamus already looking on the inside of Mario, but there was no space. And now he's in the overtake mode. He's going for a move. It is going to work. Down the inside I see Ernie Shackleton in the mud. Jeldebamus is into P3. So all he has to do is catch up to Titch. In the following sector, is a good one to catch up. You can't overtake easily there. Titch is right on the back of Corky, but the next few corners, downforce is going to matter. And in Dirtier, you don't have downforce. So Yaldabamas has an opportunity to get in that 1 second to Titch. If he's in within that 1 second, he gets the arrest, and it's way easier to catch up. As you can see, the gap goes down. He is just above that 1 second. Now he is within that 1 second. So next lap, he is going to get that DRS.
Is it already enabled next lap?
I think it is.
Because it isn't this lap. We'll see.
No, because lap after the safety car. It's next lap or within 3 laps. I think it's next
We had
lap.
a mechanical failure. Bean is stuck in 3rd gear. He is
Who?
still driving in 3rd gear. I
Who
was on
is?
board with him. Bean. P14, he's stuck in 3rd gear.
Oh no! I mean, Ayrton Senna did it.
Trying, he's not
Ryan
giving up.
Kennedy in half. Ooh. Titch is now on the back of Corky. Corky staying on the right here. Is Titch going for a move? Yes, he is. Corky making it easy for him. Now Titch can pull away if it's in time, or maybe Yaldabamas can pull an overtake on Corky into Cops. No, he's too far away. So I think this is the win in the back for Titch, unless this game decides to act up again. Yaldabamas closing in on Corky here. As Bean goes into the box, of course with the mechanical failure, and it looks like Frederick has been there out of Cops. Don't think it's going to be a safety car again, because then we can't finish without it. But Yaldabamas looks to be on a mission here. Can he get in front of Corky in time to try and catch Titch here? Titch with the faster lap at 128.2, Yaldabamas with 28.5, 310 slower, and Corky still within the RS range. But is it enough? Is it enough to stay close and give Yaldabamas an opportunity to try and challenge Titch here? Dog in a bit of no man's land behind Mario, because he can't overtake him.
Yelp is doing the move.
This quite early on the straight. And now it looks like Corky is defending, actually, in comparison to when he was against Titch. Corky has the inside line. Does he push him wide? Yes, he does. Yaldabamas goes on the grass. If I need to go on the grass, I will do it anyway. Is he going for a move on into Cops? Nope. Is he going to take the white line? Nope. So I think that's all the opportunities he has to try and catch up to Titch. I kind of wondering why Corky would defend harder against Yaldabamas than to Titch, but I mean, it's his decision.
It's caught him by surprise. Maybe he wasn't
That's
looking.
possible. Dog on the inside of Mario. It looked like Mario was standing still on the straight. But yeah, Titch now comfortably leading. All that can stop him is the game or himself. As Yaldabamas is again looking for an overtake. Persegili goes very fast with a 27.5. I think that's about 7/10 faster than Titch.
Oh, is he gonna do it?
Oh, he looks for it, but there's not much space.
Oh.
Corky has a moment. Oh!
Did he get damage?
I don't think he got damage. But Yaldabamas needs to get 1.5 seconds, and then he is on the back of Titch. So I don't think he can manage that.
No.
But to be fair, he's already closing in, but don't think it's enough. Corky spun again.
Yeah,
He's still in the points.
Mario is kind of close to Doc. He might try something on the last straight, but he has no ERS left.
Yeah, Dog has enough.
Should be fine.
Persegili on Ryan Kennedy. Oh, he needs
Poor
to.
Mario. He's boxing him in behind Mario.
Persegili. Yep, that's Persegili into P5, maybe on the inside of Mario here. Nope. So that's Stitch winning the Silverstone Grand Prix. Yaldemam is in P2. What?
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
I'm checking race director because I think it's a bug, but a little desync or something.
I think it was, yeah.
Nope. Only 2 warnings for Titch.
Yaldemam is fixing that British Grand Prix so he can win it. But yeah, that's we got close to the unwritten rule, but we didn't get it in the end. Have with a very dirty car. Mr. Mouse going out of the session so he doesn't have to look at everything.
There goes my internet again.
So Yaldemam has won the British Grand Prix. Talk about match fixing. We saw the stream. I think it's fair to say that we'll hand that back to Titch.
Yes, we definitely will.
Yep. So that's the second win that gets taken from Yaldemam.
Wins, everything gets taken from him.
So Titch wins the Silverstone Grand Prix, and Yaldemam gets it handed after a glitch. And let's get the screenshots before everything goes away. Dog P3, Mario P4, not too bad. Who's your driver of the day?
Ooh, I don't have, of course, not the results in front of me.
Mario went from P16 to P4.
Yeah, I think it's probably Mario.
Also joined mid quali. So quite impressive.
That's really impressive. Especially like on those dead tires in the end, holding on. Like you see Corky spun out on them. It was definitely tricky.
It was definitely tricky. So driver of the day goes to Mario. I think or should we do an interview with the home man, Yaldemam?
Let's get him in here. I want to hear his story.
Hello there.
Hello.
How was your home Grand Prix? Take us through qualifying first.
I was the fucking king. I was always the best one. Except for I fucked up a bit. The game did a nice thing where it told me that the inters were half a second faster, but when you went on track and went to drive out, it was like, you've picked the wrong tires. Would you like to shop? And I was like, no, I'll stay. And it was the right call. So I was happy with that. And then yeah, I've always, for some reason, I feel like I've got a pole in wet Silverstone before, so maybe it's just my track.
You looked very powerful on this track. In the end, you were stuck behind Corky, of course, but once you got past him, you catched up to Titch quite fast. So maybe
if there were 2 more laps, I probably might have been able to get Titch.
Yeah, I think so too. Titch got thrown out of the game about 4 or 5 times. So because
he got them under safety cars, so there's not much of an excuse.
Well, not all of them. In the beginning, you
like
had
one.
one during racing.
One during racing, and I think I had 2 under safety cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, the result says I won, but we need to discuss if that needs to be swapped.
Well, he didn't get any penalties, so I think
He didn't
it's
get any penalties.
it's fair to say that that's Titch's win.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate for you because it's of course your home Grand Prix and also in an Aston Martin.
Corky just hit me. Is it because he pushed me off track and he's annoyed at me?
Corky also defended a bit more against you than against Titch.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy. I think I'm the driver that both Red Bulls want to beat. So they fucking put me in.
That's
they tried to put me
that's a
off.
quote for the quote channel. Anyway,
I'm the
next week, next week is the Hungarian Grand Prix. Are you expecting big things for that, or?
I'm expecting there'll be a race.
Bold.
The interestingness of that race is debatable.
That's keeping it mysterious. Of course, me not being there makes it extra mysterious.
Oh yeah,
So,
and you guys will not know because there'll be no stream.
that's a big possibility. But
Yeah.
good luck, of course, with the Hungarian Grand Prix. I'm not here to
Right.
see it. Don't bin
You
it.
gonna race it?
Because, what? No, probably
Are
not.
you gonna?
But good luck. Don't bin it because I want to see you bin it.
Oh, okay. I'll
So-
save my. Did you not see me bin it in qualifying?
No.
I binned it.
Well,
you
almost
scream out
everyone
good.
did.
I'll put it in my
So,
final highlights. We screaming no.
No.
It's getting really damage and we're like, okay.
Anyway, to the viewers, thank you very much for watching this terrible Grand Prix. No, it was amazing to watch. The qualifying was hectic, and the race was also hectic. Thank you very much for watching. Join us back next week on the Mondays with yours truly. Oh no, not yours truly, of course.
Yeah.
With the Alabama's on Monday.
Mm.
Do you already know who's going
Okay.
to co-cast with you?
No, but I just normally say it's dog.
Oh, okay. So join us next Monday for the Hungarian Grand Prix of Club with no other than Jan Bemmers and Dog, and hopefully there will be a stream on Wednesday, but without me. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.